Hey guys, what's up? It's Rothy with Rothy Reads Numbers, and today is Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. And this is all about the number four. So, gonna definitely be a very special video for me. The four is the most important number in my life for multiple reasons, but it is my life path. I am a four through and through. Um, Many of the people that I gravitate to in life, naturally, being it personally, at work or friendships or etc., are fours or high fours. And then also the people that I, like follow in the world. For instance, obviously, any of you who know me personally or have been watching any of my social media and videos know that this week my entire life has revolved around one of the loves of my life, Dak Prescott, and what happened to him on Sunday. I've done a video for him specifically, and I think I'm actually going to start a series for him and the team, just kind of as a super Cowboy fan out here. Just something I feel compelled to do. So if anybody is a football fan or a Cowboys fan, or you just kind of want to follow along in that, it should be pretty interesting. Dak's life has some very, very intriguing things about it that go along with his chart as well as his mom's chart, and it's a pretty telling story. So I encourage anybody to take a look at that. It really does. It's a great testimony to how numerology can work with one's life. All right. So with that being said, I can't tell you how many times I've texted my friend today alone, and with advising about when I would see the fours and the ones. So, I mean, the heck with it. Let's go ahead and talk about Dak again. That's what I'm going to do. So, Dak is, he's a jersey number four. That's a great thing, but I don't believe he chose that because he knew numerology necessarily. I think he chose it because that was his mom's birthday. She was born on September 4th. So the fact that that number was available, I think that that's what it was. I don't know. I've never met him, but I think instinctively that that's what it would be. And what is the four? The four is the builder. It's called the builder in numerology, but it is so much more than that, though. So the fours are the main leaders. I talked about this with the one video. The one, the four are the main leaders. The seven can be, but it's kind of in the background. And what you will notice about the one, the four, and the seven is they're the only three hard-lined numbers in all of numerology. So you look at the ones, very, like hard stick. Let me not show my comb. Let me use a pen. So it's like a one, right? There's the one. It's a very hard stick. Just a one straight rigid line, right? And then you have the four, which is basically three hard rigid sticks and hard angles. There's no curves. There's no circles or anything whimsical about these numbers at all whatsoever. And then of course you have the seven, which is like a roof on the top and then a hard line. All right. And so the number one protection number is the seven, covers every number. All right. But it's not necessarily the up in front leader, which the one and the four are. Now, the difference between the one and the four as far as leadership goes, and the crazy thing is that, once again, I happen to be a four life path, but my birthday, I was born on the 1st. So I am a one birthday number, which means I have hard, rigid lines throughout my highest numbers in my chart. No wonder people get intimidated, as I've been told all throughout my life, especially in my management positions. I'm sure it doesn't help that I'm of such a large stature as well, at 6 feet tall. But a lot of times those attributes are what come through for female ones. All right, they're oftentimes tall or athletic, or will exhibit male dominant type attributes like that, just because it's part of the numbers and the energies. All right, so the four differentiating from the one as far as a leader is concerned. So the four, it's almost like a square, right, with that stick at the bottom. everything in line where it's supposed to be. So these are our organizers, our managers, our coordinators. These are the ones that everybody else looks to get direction. All right. Now going back to Dak Prescott. I mean, obvious, especially for somebody like me, a numerologist who, as well as a Cowboy superfan, who has actually done all of the charts for the Dallas Cowboy players. Because I'm a nerd like that. So yeah, and what I came to find is there's a tremendous amount of 8s on the team, high 8s. I'm not surprised. It just tells me that Jerry knows numerology, which doesn't surprise me either. Most wealthy, successful people in the world know about numbers and their energies and how to use them. So it doesn't surprise me. But out of all of those hard-hitting numbers, and again, the 8 is the most powerful number in all of numerology. It's the manifester, the magician, the influencer. Why is it the 4 that leads? Well, it's because the 4 puts everything in line where it's supposed to be. The 4 knows how to organize and strategize and disseminate and direct. All right. So it's kind of like if you were to take the 4 by the bottom stick and just kind of point it forward, it's like that way. That's a 4 all day long. And so some of the personality attributes that you'll find in 4s is a lot of time like OCD type of, I don't want to say necessarily behavior, but traits, personality traits, attributes. So such things as like, I'm super, super planned. I don't like last minute changes. I don't like, because I want to plan my day out. I want to do things. I want to write lists, check them off, and get things done and feel accomplished like that. And then I don't like, to me, to have to adjust or be flexible anywhere therein needs to be justified somehow. Like it's not just I'm not feeling it right now, or like, no, my truck, blew a tire and I'm going to be a little bit late. That's different. But I've just found professionally, especially, but also personally, people are not very, and this could be the 4 in me, people are not very good about doing what they say they're going to do. A 4 is going to do what they say they're going to do. Very Taurian energy with the 4. And I know because I'm a Taurus. So that's the 4. All right. The 4 is also justice. We have to right the wrongs. It goes along with everything in line where it's supposed to be. Being OCD, super organized, super clean, super planned out, having things in specific places in your cabinets, in your refrigerator, in your car. Try getting in a 4's car and moving the driver's seat. You'll know exactly what I mean about a 4 energy. All right. So that type of energy, dominant, but not as so if the 4 and the 1 were as leaders, they were people. Okay, the 1 would be, let me find 2 people who this would be applicable towards. Let's see. So So the 1 is going to be out there. So say you have a duo and it's a team, 2 people, Siegfried and Roy, or a team of 2 people, and one's out there on the stage, speaking on the mic, directing, giving the information, okay? And the other one is not only making sure that all the safety measures and protocols and all of that are in place, and we're using the instruments of tiger handling properly, okay? They're also probably the ones that organize where everything's going to be within the ring. They're also the ones that probably set it up and dealt with a lot of the business of it, because the 1 is the front runner. The 1 is the one and only. The 1 is the one that the people pay to see when they get there. The 1 and the 8. That's the influencer. That's that one and only. That's that energy of being something special and standing out. Okay, the 1 is the one and only. It's standing out right there real hard, and the 8 is all big and beautiful and in your face. Okay, Kanye West, Ezekiel Elliott, St. John, Jay-Z, Barack Obama, Jalen Smith, CeeDee Lamb, all in your face, right? Big and beautiful and in your face type of energy. That's the 8. And the 1 is just the front runner, okay? The one and only. Nobody else like him. Meanwhile, the 8's the manifestor and magician and influencer, okay? So just to kind of compare some of those energies there with some of the other numbers. Like to try to teach a little bit more than what I'm specifying sometimes. So I hope that that helps to be able to relate as you're learning the energies of the numbers and how they kind of operate with one another. All right. So again, the 4 with is justice. And so a lot of times you'll find that high 4s will have jobs in like law enforcement or let's see here. They are, a lot of times they'll be judges, attorneys. A lot of attorneys are 4s. Like it's such a justice number. And then, maybe even like politicians because they're trying to right the wrongs. Okay. So that's a big part of the 4 energy. Some other things to note with the 4, just like the 3, excuse me, just like the 3, as we mentioned in the previous video, the 4 is a wonderful pairing, the best pairing for the 8, okay? The 4 helps to keep that, and I always talk about this when it comes to the Cowboys, all those 8s with that power and that energy and that big, bold, beautiful, in-your-face, risky, just tanks. That's an 8 is a tank, okay? Crazy 8, great 8. Like that's a great power, all right? Come in hard at you. And what does the 4 do? The 4 focuses it in the direction in which it's supposed to go. So 8s, go find you some 4s. They're going to help you keep your life on track. 4s, might as well. That's what we're built to do, right? It is a bit of a headache to keep an 8 in line. Trust me, I know. I did it for about 10 years. And yeah. 8s, don't be crazy. All right? But get you a 4 in your life because that's what you need. Just like how the Cowboys need Dak. All right? And luckily, it seems that we've got a 1-4 with Andy Dalton as the takeover quarterback right now. So hopefully we'll continue to have that leadership energy and continue to win games and do well this season for Dak specifically. And of course, everybody keep Dak Prescott in your prayers and thoughts, and stay tuned in to my daily Dak videos if you're interested in following along with his recovery, okay? All right, guys. So as always, if you have any questions, it's Rothy Reads Numbers on Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're interested in following along with future videos. Of course, I'm going to continue the numbers series and go through all the digits and explain in depth their energies. So feel free to stay tuned. In the meantime, that was the bulldog saying hello. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye. God bless.